What's the worst fandom you've come across, and why? Big Bang Theory. I've never met someone that claims to be a huge fan of that show that wasn't either pretentious as fuck or as dumb as a bag of rocks. Talking to them is insufferable. My Hero Academia. 50% of the people there are the nicest you will ever meet, and the other 50% are actual lunatics. James Corden fans. They're real. Literally any TikTok fandom, especially Addison Rae, Charlie D'Amelio and Sienna May. I don't know their fandom names. Horses. Any horse enthusiasts out there? Have you ever visited a home where horses are present in every single room? Cups? They had horses on them. Plates? Horses. What about that bathroom? There is a horse on the seat cover. Clock? That is also a horse. Pillows? Had horse images on them. Although they are gorgeous creatures, I am aware of anime fans who exhibit less hysteria than horse people. Buffy the Vampire Slayer fans. There's a lot of feminists who just bash on Xander and make post after post of his toxic masculinity because he fancied Buffy in the first season and didn't handle rejection with smile and song. Remaining friends with her means nothing, I guess, but at the same time they idolize and glorify Willow because she's a lesbian witch. The fact she raped her partner means nothing to them. They had an argument and Willow wiped her mind of it and then went on to have sex, so Tara never gave true consent. The fact that Willow was gonna destroy the whole world because her partner was murdered means nothing to them, and neither does the fact that the only reason she didn't was because the toxic male talked her down from it. On the Reddit fan page I can easily find posts about Xander's toxic masculinity, but there's no consistent monthly comic discussions. It's the only thing still happening in the franchise and they barely discuss it. Over on the selling pages on Facebook they try and charge more for their merch than what they generally go for on eBay. Fandom of Fortnite. Really toxic people. Rick and Morty for obvious reasons. Elon Musk, SpaceX. They're basically neckbeard incels. Environmental laws shouldn't apply. International aviation and outer space law shouldn't apply. Licensing and regulatory regimes shouldn't apply. Financial sector laws shouldn't apply. They're coddling, worshipping a billionaire who acts like a 3-year-old. Real Housewives is up there. Undertale. Pedos and toxicity everywhere, including actual real physical harm that fans have done to people. League of Legends. Everyone is playing it, and even if they are super chill to hang with, that game brings out the worst in everyone, including myself. DSMP bro, do I have to explain? K-pop fandoms. Any K-pop fandoms? I had a friend once tell me that if I listened to this girl group, I wouldn't have anxiety in my depression. BTS ARMY fandom. Will claim that a member of them is theirs, claiming that a body part of them is theirs. FNAF fandom. I recently have joined the FNAF fandom and I struggled to understand all the lore, so I gave up on it, and I had fans tell me I'm not a fan unless I know the lore and understand it, and spend all my hours on FNAF. Donald Trump. He and his followers like to make up alternative realities. Real Housewives fans. I'm probably not the typical demographic on Reddit, but when everyone in the office starts talking about that stuff like it's the real world and showing each other Instagram posts, I know it's time to get my steps in for the day. Brawlhalla. Literally the most toxic fandom I've ever discovered. My friend got timed out in the Brawlhalla Discord for being 2 frames off in a combo. Not to mention all the people who have played that game for years yet they still sig spam. Serial killers and mass shooters. Yes. These people actually exist, and it goes beyond just being morbidly curious. Donald Trump and his supporters. They are insufferable. They've made it be nearly their entire identity. Elon Musk. Genshin Impact. I'm not even in the fandom outside of liking fanart. But I've lost count of how many times the fandom bullied someone out of the fandom, off the internet. For one asinine reason or another. Roblox. From Slenders to Odors, my eyes burned 'cause of them. Gotcha. All of them. They are all bad. Don't ever be a fan of anything. Jordan Peterson. He's followed by a legion of 20-year-old creeps, misfits, and incels, who even have their own subreddit. He's monetized their devotion on the lecture tour, where he packs auditoriums with them. God has the worst fandom of them all. Toxic feminism. Edit for why. I dated a self-proclaimed feminist. She was always willing to fight a man on the word of a woman. Yes, you should believe victims, but getting a mob of women to intimidate and threaten him on a word is beyond me. She was lesbian until she was bisexual. Her words. And yet didn't see the inequality in her sleeping with other women while I remained faithful. Apparently bisexual people can enjoy both while their straight partner can't. Something to do with satisfying urges. Anytime I would speak on characteristics I find admirable in different genders, i.e. men who protect their families. Mothers that protect their families while also be matronly. I even would say my daughters would know how to change tires and men know how to braid. I'm all about destroying gender norms, but she would also find my stances to be misogynistic. She's the only one out of all my girlfriends. One male friend. She would get repeatedly tripped up on me hanging out with my girlfriends despite me being close to them for years. Would look through my phone. Get mad when she saw their hair. Even told me to stop hanging out with women in my room. All while claiming to be PC. I would see how her girlfriends treat their boyfriends. They serve and are quiet. They go mute when the girls all fawn over some actress. For the 100th time. Talk about sapphic desires all in the presence of their partners. It got too much for me. I could feel the resentment towards her father and men in general falling upon me for no apparent reasons. I couldn't give an opinion without them playing devil's advocate. Oh, this man is a great actor. She then reaches for the remote to watch a 30-minute compilation of Kate Blanchett *. Hey, can we watch Adventure Time tonight? I'm feeling like I need the chill energy. Proceeds to turn on the chair with Sandra Oh despite knowing I've watched it in its entirety with you and didn't like it. She would then always recommend we watch LGBT films and shows knowing I don't find them particularly intriguing. I know we were incompatible. But I wasn't the one who initiated the relationship. Nor did I say I love you first, nor did I offer marriage. She wanted me to be monogamous knowing she's bi and could see herself longing for another woman. I offered to open up. Was willing to not gender our children after she forced herself to take my seed. Then told me that abortion just wasn't something she agreed with. Despite being pro-choice our entire relationship. Her words. But when she was mad would say I did all of those things and was trying to trap her in a box. Like all men supposedly do. I honestly just wish she would get help. Her whole community of male-hating feminists. Feminism is about equality. Not about running game on a man and making him feel toxic. I'm doing better. My girlfriends helped reassure me that I'm the most respectful man they've ever met. My homegirl and I actually share beds when she's in town. Nothing funny ever goes down. We just cuddle and watch YouTube. I know I'm not toxic. I've got toxic traits like any other person. But I don't make others feel bad. I actively try to be better. And I have no guilt from any of my interactions with women. She, on the other hand, is with another woman. And I just hope this cycle of hers ends with me for the sake of the beautiful woman she appears to be intimate with. Cheers.